Standard Time, and you're here at Bar Run Forge. Are we good?
Roll it again.
Oh, hey, everybody.
We're still muted from Sundays at 7.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back. You are here on a Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Bar Run Forge, Mr. Troy and Eli. And we've got a interesting evening ahead. Hopefully it's a successful evening ahead. We've got a lot going on in the shop and a lot going on, just period.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. And I don't know why I'm saying on. Why am I saying on?
I don't know.
On. Going on.
On.
Yes.
On.
So we'll say hello to everybody in the chat. There's Shane Lalonde at Oofbert Forge, Jeff Woodring, Daniel Baca at D. Baca Maker, Bobby at Robert Lonis, the Treadle Shed. I think I said Jeff Woodring. Mr. Crawford at Dragonstone Gym and Ironworks Crawford. Jeff Killian is in here at Mountain Home and Forge. And Mountain Home Forge. And I think that's everybody that I've seen in here. So it's good to have everybody here. We got less than a month. It is 4/4/24.
4/4/24.
That's right. So we got 26 days, 22 days. We got 22 days, a little over 3 weeks before. 3 weeks from tonight, there will probably be some hooligans here hanging out at the Forge.
Yeah.
And live stream will probably be a lot of fun that evening.
Yeah.
And we're hoping by then that we'll have hit the 5K.
Yeah.
We're just shy of 200 shy. So if we can pull off 200 in about 3 weeks, that would be amazing. If not, that's okay.
Sure.
We're going to hit the 5,000.
500.
500.
Drive for 500.
Yeah.
Days.
Yeah, remember the drive for 500, right? He math good. So yeah, if you guys share that out, get those subscribers, people watching in here. If that's something that's okay, if you're not like, hey, it may not be the thing for you.
Yeah.
Mr. Kyle Jones, yes, 13 inches. Oh my. Yeah, I took some video out the past 3 days of tornado warning weather.
Yeah.
Warm T-shirt. We had some hail here last night.
Yeah.
And today we were in a snow squall.
Yep. Yeah, it's snow on the ground.
So
what they say about Ohio weather, if you don't like it, wait a day.
Wait just about 10 minutes. And it will change. But anyway, we got the gathering coming up very, very soon. We've got the podcast is kicked off. We've got, I think, 4 or 5 episodes. There'll be one coming out tomorrow.
Yep.
So we had the Sundays at 7 come out this week. And then we did the Sundays at 7. So there was that. There's a lot going on the channel. We're also pushing towards starting to make more content.
Yep.
Some video content. Mr. Dana Maggiore, D-Mag, is in here. So, yeah. And then we're frantically moving through the shop, trying to get stuff set up for what is to come, not only just for the gathering, but for our summer and for our year. And Matt's in here with Frank Strock. Hello, Matt and Frank. Said he's watching. He's doing good. Wanted to say hi. Miss you all. Miss you too, buddy.
Hey, Frank.
So there you go. Snow is a nasty 4-letter word. It's no big deal. We just don't want it April 4th.
Right. Right.
It's just not something we want. Yesterday, I want to just say my birthday was yesterday. And thank you for those of you who did say happy birthday.
Oh,
Had
man.
many who did that. Thank you so much. But yesterday was the 50th, we'll say remembrance, not anniversary. It's kind of a bad thing. It's kind of like a celebration would be anniversary of probably the worst outbreak of tornadoes in U.S. history, recorded U.S. history.
Yep.
April 3rd, 1974. It was my first birthday, and one of the largest tornadoes ever in the United States, maybe worldwide, because the United States has the highest ones. Right in Xenia, Ohio, not far from Troy. and I think Troy had one as well on my first birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's you just when it comes time for April 3rd, there could be a storm a brewing. That's
Never
just
know
all there
what
is to it. Coach 10X, hello, everyone. Evening all. Missed for a while. Surgery healing slower than I want. Well, we hate that, but hopefully healing nonetheless. So, yeah, a lot going on. Eli, anything you want to add to all that?
Pretty well summed it up.
I summed it up. Not good on the math side of things summing up, but
That's true.
I did know that, Bobby. I should have remembered that Bobby's stepson Aiden, his birthday is April 3rd as well. Then we have a guy that was our head coach at Kentucky Christian University for football. His son Stone was on the 3rd. So a lot of great people. Eric says he was in Xenia for it. Wow. So hello, Eric at Pumpkin Patch Forge and Ironworks. All right, so guys, I am going to try a thing tonight.
Oh boy.
A thing I have never done, and I'm going to do that with you guys this evening. And I'm not going overboard with it. I just have, well, Byron says it was a good summation. Well, thank you. Kyle's dad's birthday is today. So again, April, it's the best month anyway.
The best birthdays.
Yeah. So the thing I'm going to try tonight is something I've never done before. I've never really intended to do it. That's the other thing. I've never intended to do this thing. And it's not for the reason you think I'm going to do it. Okay? So just a heads up. That is as much of a preface as I can get. And we'll say hello to Kevin from Trail Dust 55. Yeah, we miss you, buddy. And you got about 20 minutes before you got to go out and feed the horses. So you better get on it. My horse is retro. No, I'm not wearing a kilt. All right. It is. We'll dig in here and I'll show you.
It's a sword.
It is trying to make a Damascus billet. So I've got it welded up.
What we're calling this episode.
Forge Fails with Troy.
Road to Damascus.
The road to Damascus. So anywho, it is a pieces of heavy lawnmower blade, and industrial bandsaw blades. Now, from what I understand, as best I understand, and again, all the experts out there, that's fine with me. I'm going to do the best I can. I appreciate any input, but the bandsaw blades, from what I know, may be the same as 15N20 or 5160, one or the other. The lawnmower blades could be a number of things. So what I'm hoping is they will forge weld, and I'm hoping that they are different steels. That's what I'm hoping, because I don't want to just forge weld a bunch of 5160 together.
Right.
Because that's not going to do me any good either. So, no, I don't care. Tell Roy. I don't care. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. I've kind of got it warming up in here. I took all of that material. I ground it down, made it all perfectly clean. I took some acetone, cleaned it all up, tried not to handle it, squeezed it all together, welded it. We'll see. We shall see. So it will actually take a little bit of time to get heated up here. We'll keep kind of checking it and see. We don't want it to jump up to welding heat. We want it to come up slow. That's why I kind of been working on warming it up there in the forge. Flux.
Break out your toilet spoons. Pour on that crystal metal glue.
Did you say boron?
Oh.
Borax. Oh. Crystal metal glue. Yeah, there might be some crystal metal glue involved in this one. I'm not sure. I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on it. If it goes awry, I'm fine. I have not put 5160 is a blip, 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 blip to weld to itself. Okay. Well, I'm hoping I don't have to weld it to itself. I'm hoping I'm welding it to something else. either way, it'll be what it'll be, and we'll give it a shot. There again, I didn't want to go crazy and get a whole bunch of high-end steel and try making my first Damascus with really good stuff. So kind of mediocre to poor stuff. Try it that way. So anyway. So Eli, you may have to do some chatting with the folks there while I'm tending to this. No, I don't think so.
Throw up the gathering. Talk about it.
Yeah, please do. Go ahead.
Oh, I said, if you want to talk about it.
No, go right ahead. Ben Strickland just came in, by the way. You what?
I'm still trying to get the mic figured out.
Oh, okay. I wonder if we've got some other mic open. Okay. All right. Kyle says final total for the year is 73.5 gallons of maple syrup. That is what we call a good start. I was expecting to see a 36-inch piece of angle iron in the fire. Ha ha ha. No. However, I'm not going to show it. I'm going to show any piece of... I have already started my Blacksmith Challenge project for the month. And the reason being is by the end of the month, we are going to be very, very busy. So I have already got maybe about halfway through my project. Maybe. Not quite. And I don't have a whole lot of that particular steel left. Maybe I will show you that. Okay, I'll show you that part. Out of a 36-inch piece of 2x2 angle iron in my project, I have this much left. That much. And I may yet use it. I may yet use it. So I already had, as soon as Bobby mentioned it, I thought, I think I have an idea. I think I've got a good idea for this project. So I started in right away. As I said, we're going to be awful busy, so well, I'll go ahead and get going. Yeah, that'll cover Saturday's breakfast, that many gallons. Ben, I believe you are coming to the gathering. Is that correct? If you are coming to the gathering, throw up a big thumbs up or like, yep, we're headed that way. April 26th through the 28th.
Yep.
Of course, there'll be some people here prior to that. There'll be some people here probably after that. In fact, Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse, who was here last year, not even a blacksmith,
Yep.
Said, "Man, I hate this." He's on his way to a YouTube gathering in Oklahoma or meetup in Oklahoma. It's the same weekend, and so he's like, "Oh man, I don't want to miss the gathering." So he's going to come on Monday Monday, and leave Tuesday to get to Oklahoma. And then on his way back, I think he's going to use us as a stop on the way back. He lives in upstate New York, not far from Erie, Pennsylvania, in that area. Ben, give us a holler later on. We'll chat with you on that. And
sure.
So yeah, I mean, we got people that are wanting to be here but can't be here. We got some people that are hoping to be here. We got some people already committed to be here. So I think it's going to be a great time, man. I'm excited about it.
I think I may have figured it out. I think I got our mic figured out.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
what was going on?
I don't hear an echo. I'm waiting to hear it back on the chat.
Oh, okay. That'd be great if we got that taken care of. Yeah, now that the Texan there and the gathering in Oklahoma, it's not a blacksmith gathering, it's a YouTube meetup kind of thing. So got it?
It sounds better.
Awesome. So anyway, yeah, April 26th through 28th, we're going to have a great time. We got food getting all lined up and prepared. Man, Saturday night food, as usual, is going to be great. For those of you who are coming, Eli and I talked last night. We've normally done a day project where everybody can do the project and take it home with them. We had some people that we thought were going to be coming to demonstrate where we could do that project. That may not happen. So we're trying to decide whether to do a forge-wide, everybody does a same project and takes it home with them, or kind of free forging or some other thing. I don't know. We don't want to force you into doing something you don't want to do. I know last year we did the tong thing, and we had some great demonstrators. Bill Corey and Roy did their style of tongs, and then everybody got tong material, and there wasn't a whole lot of tongs completed by the end of the day, which I get that. Tongs are, some people just hate doing tongs and whatever. So get with us. Let us know kind of what your thoughts are on that. Our billet is heating up. Taking me down to the wood stove. Good enough. We'll stay right there. I was talking to somebody today. Being here, we don't have 13 inches of snow on the ground, but
True.
I was at the metal store today, and they were like, "Yeah, tonight is a wood stove, fall asleep in front of the wood stove kind of night for sure." And if we had a wood stove, that's probably where I'd be.
Yeah.
Just warm face under a blankie, just snuggled up. I look like a snuggle up kind of guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do a wood stove. I feel like I'd end up burning.
Really?
I get hot way too easy.
There's Frank.
Hey, Frank.
I don't know. There's something about just hanging around a wood stove that it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just warm and inviting, and a chain. Oh my gosh! Everybody make 2 or 3 links. Like an old hound dog, exactly. Speaking of old hound dogs, man, I would absolutely. This past week saw one that was up for adoption. It was a bloodhound. My goal, dog wise, is to own a bloodhound. Is to have a bloodhound, and like a big old lazy floppy bloodhound, and just when I come into the shop, just find him over there, curled up, lazy. That's what I'm really looking for. And there was one that came up for adoption. I haven't heard anything since. I don't know. I doubt it. But until Eli moves out, it's pretty much just the 2 dogs we got in there are plenty.
Your dog is plenty.
No, not my dog.
He's your dog until you get your own.
If those of you who have not been here, we have a trained Walker Coonhound named Barney. Let's just say Barney has issues.
Barney's on drugs.
Yeah.
Lots of medication.
And not enough. I believe we're getting her up to temperature soon. No, there's a hot fire there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, we're getting ready to put the wood shop together and all the other stuff. This is how I picture my retirement. It's out there in the wood shop, maybe here in the blacksmith shop, but out there in the wood shop, sitting on a shave horse with a draw knife, just in a pile of shavings with a bloodhound right over here, asleep. That, for me,
Smoking a pipe.
bloodhound, draw knife, pile of shavings. Well, safely, of course, with a pipe.
Yeah.
That sounds like life. That sounds like a good life.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And I know everybody's saying, "You're, retirement." Hey, I'm going to retire. That I've decided. I've watched way too many people work themselves to death, literally to death, retire, and a year later they're dead. And everybody's like, "Oh, then you don't retire because a year later you're dead." I was like, "No, wait a minute. But if you wait until forever to retire and then you sit,
Yeah.
yes, you will die. But I don't plan on sitting. I
Yeah.
plan on taking my time, doing things I want and enjoy to do.
He's going to be an ornery old cuss that I have to take care of in my old age.
Goal number 2.
Yeah.
Goal number 2. All right, so Roger Caldwell's in here. I don't know if we said hi to Roger or not. Making buckets. Oh, that would be fun. Bucket making is kind of a cool thing.
Out of wood?
Being a cooper, yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I understand.
I have some of the tools to do that, actually. And that would be fun.
Making
I would like to
buckets.
make buckets and barrels and stuff like that. I have so many hobbies that I'm going to be busier than ever. Yes, that's entirely possible. We've got a very good friend who retired from basically a farm office job. And he kind of needs to go back to work so he can get some rest.
Yeah.
But we also refer to him as a cyborg because he never seems to need rest. But it's like when he sits down or lays down, we go out on the trail, backpacking and stuff like that, he'll go over, put his hands across his chest, put his head back, smile, gone. Like no time at all.
Magic.
It's like somebody walked over and goes, bloop, and flipped the switch off. And then you're like, hey, Dale, it's time to go. And he's like, okay, let's go. Bloop.
Yeah.
Just flip the switch back on. There's no, none of that stuff. Or,
Yeah.
Yep, ready to go.
6:30 in the morning, he just...
Yep. Where's my jar of peanuts?
Yeah.
Where's 2 dozen eggs and some pound of bacon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So our billet is getting up to heat right now. We'll see. Getting pretty close at this point. Been retired 95 days today. Good
There
for
you go.
you, Roger. And I know you're getting to do some things you've wanted to do for a while. Kyle says, my dad's father retired at 83 because he couldn't start a chainsaw or run a bulldozer anymore. 4 years later, he was gone. Now, and it'd be easy to say, well, retirement killed him, right?
Yeah.
But he retired at 83.
Right.
But at the same time, my grandpa was 94 when he passed away. Never really retired.
Yeah.
But he didn't have like a 9-to-5 job. He was an auctioneer and did some other things. So, I mean, you can't go inactive and expect to keep on going.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good. Oh, yeah. Between the blacksmith shop, wood shop, and leather work, staying busy. Again, that sounds like a really good retirement. You see, it's not an inactivity. I have no intention of being inactive other than, falling asleep in my chair every now and then or dozing off in here. Maybe. But there's going to come a point in time where I'm going to say my body says stop beating itself up intentionally. Yeah, it's like Jeff Woodring said, my body's the only thing that slows me down. Absolutely. 46 years of having rheumatoid arthritis, and I finally just say, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just say that's enough. Bobby says Cheryl retired 4 months later, just back working full time. Kevin says he'll be busy feeding horses when he retires. See what Crawford wrote?
Yeah.
I can afford to retire in Juvember of 21-24. Maybe. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, that's looking good. Let's flip that way. Woof! We have to get some gloves. Holy mackerel!
Who'd have thunk it?
Look at these! Look at these nice gloves, though. Look at these nice gloves.
Are they nice?
Yeah, and there's a right and a left one.
Wow.
Too. Right and a left. Oh man. Yeah, my buddy says they have a phrase that they use. Basically, they go and do something, and he'll say, "Because we can."
Yeah.
You know, this is an opportunity we've worked for, and now we can, so that's what we do. Eric says, depending on the VA, I may be able to retire within the year. Fantastic. And there's Brian. We were just talking about that. He's going to burn them now. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I'll try not to. I'm going to get a drink.
Y'all haven't checked it out. There's some updates on the website, including some new stuff.
What's that?
Website?
Yeah, go ahead. Help to
Alrighty.
find folks about what's going on there.
We have blanks available. Mr. Wayne Heights has already took advantage of that. But as of right now, there is a bottle opener blank on there of my own design. They make for fine bottle openers. Might even throw a link up on the chat.
And the reason for that is...
Run blanks. Oh.
Bar run blanks. The reason for that is the plasma table is, we can say, fully functional. The CNC plasma table is now fully functional. Multiple... What's that?
Dad's been working me like a sweatshop.
Yeah. Actually, it's been kind of fun because Eli has kind of made it a point to come out here almost every evening after work and really work hard at it. He's been doing a great job.
Working hard to come home and work hard.
There you go.
Nope, still the same old website, barrunforge.com. BARRUN.
RUN.
FORGE.com.
Back to you, Troy. All right, let's take a look.
Pin that sucker. Why won't let me put it up there?
My wild home. Hey, you guys, nice to see you tonight. This is always so cool. Well, it's great to have you here. It's cool to have you here. All right, see what we got here. Oh, that's looking good. Granger ad for the ones who get it done.
Yeah.
Is already baking a clock?
It's bacon.
Yeah, so Eli can retire and work in the shop.
There you go.
That's
And then support my retired father back in the wood shop on a shave horse.
right.
With his bloodhound.
And my bloodhound. Feed the bloodhound and
Yep.
take care of me.
But yeah, we got some bottle opener blanks on there. There's a couple other things in the works. We're trying to R&D, as they say.
Yeah.
And then once that's up, we'll start adding more and more.
Learning a lot.
Yeah.
Since that thing has come up, we've every time we go to the table, it's like, oh, okay, all right, and it just Eli's learning more and more on design about what things cut okay and what things don't cut okay, and we're already learning things not to do.
Yeah, learned a lot on what not to do. Dana's headed out. I think the favorite thing that I've figured out so far, made so far in the table, was took a kind of a version of our logo and turned it into a little Christmas ornament. That stuff's still out in the tumbler, Papa.
What's that?
Is the stuff still in the tumbler?
Yes.
But yeah, that
and
little.
We also learned that our tumbler is loud.
Yeah. Made a apple blank for a customer. Also happens to be my sister. Made a sign at a 16 gauge, like a thin metal sign, cutout sign. We tried an air tool holder and found out that it was fractions of an inch off, so none of the air tools fit into it.
Yeah, very, very close.
Yeah,
but not a fit.
not quite.
It's a
looks
cool
good.
looking.
It looks
It's
good.
it is a cool looking thing, but it just doesn't do the thing it was designed to do.
Yep.
Oh, I think we're about ready.
Yeah. I got some Ohios done. Made some little Ohio blanks. Small, medium, and large.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the fact that he's enjoying it. Seems to enjoy it.
He's enjoying the fact that I'm making him money.
Yes, the creative process, and it has.
Yeah, it's kind of just turning into its own little moneymaker.
Yep.
Very nice.
And that's part of the goal for this year, is just start allowing the shop to bring some income in instead of just self-supporting.
Yep.
Which it has been doing.
Got a plasma cutter up and going. After too long, we'll have a mill up and going.
Mm-hmm.
Lathe up and going at some point.
Yep.
We got a treadle hammer, power hammer, forge press in the works. New drill press. Old drill press. Even older drill press. That's going to the anvil.
Awesome sauce.
Hold, please. I'm gonna fix our cameras.
You what?
I have to fix for some reason the anvil and the overhead cameras quit.
Huh. Guys. That rifle is super cool, Keith. Man, that is seriously cool. Mr. Corey Shire is in here. Yeah, and we've also talked about, speaking of cameras, we found one of the old Purple Heat cameras the other day, and we had just been talking about upgrading the overhead cameras. Woo! Holy cow! A 1902 hand-type drill press. Love it. Good deal. Yeah, I didn't push buttons this time. Eli pushed the buttons.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Make hand stamps. The other thing we did this past week, I hadn't done before, was to make the blacksmith goo. I don't know what else to call it. You get the turpentine, the beeswax, and the BLO, and kind of melt the beeswax and pour equal parts of the turpentine and BLO together. Really easy to deal with and coat your stuff with. Fingers one, hello. Been a while. Glad for you to be here. Kyle Jones says he's back. 180 proof hand sanitizer. All right, let's see what we got.
If I can't get... Switch it back over to anvil.
Huh? Okay. And there may be some content. I just got steel today to go from a round shaft to a square shaft on our power hammer so that the dies don't move and twist on us. So hopefully I'll be able to get that done before the end of the month. Don't think I'm going to get to the forge press between now and then, but who knows. Got plenty of other things to do between now and then. Well, that's good. All right. All right, back in the fire. No, I didn't just boil it all together. I melted the beeswax and then had the equal parts BLO and turpentine in another container, poured the melted beeswax in that container and just kind of swirled it around a little bit. Just enough to melt the wax. That's exactly it. And now the shop smells like turpentine, which is awesome. Coal and turpentine. Pick your carcinogen.
Yeah.
We love it.
When I was over there, I was making a pack of bottle openers for our brewery friends. And after like the third time, I was like, I am breathing in a lot of turpentine. Probably not good for you.
Okay.
Will at Athol Ironworks.
Mr. Will himself.
Yeah, buddy.
Fantastic. Man, I love that guy.
Got 24 people in the chat.
Nice. So those of you who did not know, we're trying a thing that we've never done before, and that is to make a Damascus billet.
Oh.
Never done that before. We have heavy lawnmower blade. We don't know. We'll see here in a little bit. Heavy lawnmower blade and industrial bandsaw blade. Yeah, go on. Just to give you an indicator about how hot it is right there. My hand,
Yeah.
that was hot on my finger, standing back here with tongs.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Those thicker welding gloves do a little bit better for heat.
So it's warm. Turpentine used in the Middle Ages to clean wounds. I don't doubt that at all.
Olo.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Ooh.
Well, I think it took. I'm going to put it back in here and do that other end a little bit better. So we'll see.
Will said weld it and then dunk them in WD-40.
Yeah, I've heard about that one too. Now, I might do a crazy thing and kick that power hammer on.
Yeah.
And run it a couple times through the power hammer. If that's a crazy, crazy thing, you guys let me know.
We go to the power hammer cam.
All right, here we go. I believe we may have a billet o Damascus.
Alex Steele would be proud.
Would he?
I don't know.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I got most of that one. I'm going to go ahead and heat that other end, throw that in the power hammer, and then we'll see what we got. Borax and sand and whatnot. Now, from what I understand, sand is definitely a usable thing for borax or for flux, but get the rib rub on it. Kenny, just watch it cool down and see if any unusual shadows. Good point. All right, so we'll see. We shall see. I'll be ready here in just a second.
Turned it down for y'all.
All right, the tongs are getting a little too small for those. Let's see here.
Will said happy birthday.
What's that?
Will said happy birthday.
Well, thank you, Will. Appreciate
Gave
that.
you a $25 tip.
Ha!
Don't spend it all in one place now.
What's that?
Don't spend it all in one place now.
No.
Oh. I hit the refresh button twice.
I'll talk to you about that in just a second here, Brian. Okay. We may have Damascus.
Now stick it in the lathe and twist it. Chop it. Are you going to chop it and fold it?
Right. Likely.
How many layers did you have?
I had 4 layers of the lawnmower blade and 6 layers of bandsaw blade.
Hello, Tish.
Tish, I believe there should be something showing up at you guys' doorstep any day now. Any minute now, actually. Well, I think so. One little, I don't want to say dark spot, but yeah, I think it's good. Okay. All right, we'll put it back in and crank it back up. And then we'll take the hammer to it and clean up some of those areas and make it nice and square. And then we'll cut it and flip it and try it again.
Million layer Damascus. I'll do 13 slow-mo shots around the power hammer. Flag flying everywhere.
Yep.
Gale popping off at you.
So yeah, I mean, I think everything's good, but only one way to tell.
Fantastic to have you here.
Huh?
It's fantastic to have you here.
It is fantastic.
Fantastic. Next, you're gonna make your own crescent wrench. Spike your hair up.
Right? Wear Sally Jesse Raphael glasses.
3 people knows what that means. I'm not one of them.
I'm kind of happy if it worked and if it's actually
he's getting the Damascus bug
layered. What's that?
He's getting the Damascus bug.
No, I am not.
That's what they all say.
I am not.
That's what they all say.
Phil Donahue. That's probably more accurate.
Oh yeah, personally branded anvil and hammers.
That's good stuff.
You have your own branded pants.
Right. Well,
The
Wayne's tried to talk us into branding underwear.
BRF 2x72 grinder. He's gonna make a katana next week. Million layer Damascus
Make
katana.
a sword.
He's turning this into a Bowie knife.
Right. I have an idea what I want to do with this if it works, and I'm thinking about actually making a hatchet
A hatchet.
or a tomahawk.
Katana.
What?
Katana. Where am I in reference to my dad? He's right there. Right there. Barf grinder. You have just 30 minutes to finish your work.
Yep, I see a little something I need to make sure it doesn't go crazy on me.
Damascus toilet spoon. Yeah, we're in the same room.
Damascus glasses?
Huh?
Damascus glasses?
Who said that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I did. Can you hear me? Yeah, no toilet spoons. Damascus plow. A Spartan sword. Yes, we are in the same room. The main camera is right here in front of me, and to my right is Eli. So like about 1.5 to 2 feet. Yeah, about 2 feet to my right of the camera.
Yeah.
That's where Eli is.
That's where I'm at.
And then the chat is direct. If the camera's here, the chat is up and to the right. Eli's below the TV that has the chat in it.
Did I do the body fat challenge? No, I did the 45-day challenge. But it's over now. But it's over now. Thanks, Granger, for ruining my...
It moved. It moved.
You better flux it. Yes. In throwing distance. We've had issues with hammerheads flying off of the handles, and I've been in throwing distance.
Throwing what?
Throwing distance?
Oh.
Like you're within throwing
I
distance
thought you
of
said
me.
throwing discus.
Discus.
And I actually watched Torbjorn make a discus.
Torbjorn. Oh, how did I do? I didn't really measure lost weight or BMI or anything. It was more so just back to my goal was more of a strength goal than a weight loss goal. I know I lost weight. I look thinner than what I did when I started, but mine was more so just trying to get back into strength training like the good old days. No. He flung a hammerhead at me off the handle.
Thunder Bear, yep.
BMI. What kind of food is that? Sounds delicious. BMI and MSG. Closely related.
Wonder if they have gluten in them.
All the gluten.
Put all of it in there. It will stick.
Exactly. Adam said, stay in shape. Round is a shape. I stay in shape and round in shape. I'd just like to be a stronger round shape.
I think we're good there. We shall see. Like a bowl of hot, steamy gluten and BMI. Sprinkle some MSG on top of it.
Yep.
Hey, I always say I have rock hard abs. They're just covered over with some mud. Got some mud on them.
My thought process is you always put a case on like your iPhone, like something valuable. And this is my OtterBox. Manscaped must hear us talking about this. They just sent me a commercial.
What's that?
Manscaped just sent us a commercial.
Really?
That's what I had while I was trying to talk about. Did I lose my mic?
Yeah, there's kind of no point in losing weight right before a meetup and the gathering. All right, I think another round of that, and I think we'll at least be able to test and see if we have a billet.
Damascus.
Obviously, not anything going to happen with it tonight.
Hey, listen.
Strength challenge would be this year. See, you had the grip challenge last year. Now you got to come up with another strength
I
challenge.
do. Would be a good strength challenge for the year.
The sledgehammer thing.
Not as enthused about that one.
All right, one more spot right in there. I think we're good. You know the sledgehammer challenge I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
So you could do like multiple hammers. You're like, okay, I can do this one. I can do that one. Nope. Maybe. Well, Will, maybe you can just plan on the last weekend in April 2025. Or you come anytime you want.
That's true. Eli wants
to pick stuff up. He's picking stuff up that's one of your things.
What I'm good at.
Kenny, we hope you're going to make it,
About
buddy.
all I'm good at.
I think yesterday you and Judd got together on
Food.
Saturday night's food.
Speaking of people picking stuff up, Judd and I will happily oblige in some fun contests of strength. I believe on a radio show we were referred to Elijah and Judd, biblical names for biblical sized men.
Yep. Yeah, that was the radio guy who came over to the machinery show.
Yeah. Have to find that and repost it up.
Bobby.
It was no, that was the guy 2 years ago. This guy, it was funny because like you saw him, they were both standing there after we got done swinging the sledgehammer and just kind of huffing and puffing. He said, "What's your name?" Judd. What's your name? Elijah. He just kind of took back and was like, "Y'all are fooling with me, aren't you?"
Will we? I don't know right off the top of my head how far away we are from there, but we are an hour east of Cincinnati. If that helps. I think I'll go one more time. Yeah, farm strength is real. That is for sure.
Watched a video on that the other day. It was bodybuilders versus farmers.
Uh-huh.
And it was weird because the farmers lost the stuff they should have lost
Correct.
on, and the bodybuilders won the stuff they shouldn't have won on.
Right.
Like they did a bench press, and you're like, oh, well, the bodybuilders easily got this. And then they sent 6'8" Bubba. Big old dude just walks up, and he's got arms this big, and he was like,
Yeah.
what do you do for workout? And he's like, I lift stuff.
I love stuff.
And then he just laid back. Boom. You're like, you saw all the bodybuilders just go, crap.
Daggone it.
But like the bodybuilders won the tractor push.
Yeah.
You're like, no, that shouldn't have been that. But then you think about it like, the farmers aren't worried about pushing the tractor out fast. They're all about just, you got to move it.
So Pittsburgh, I don't know. Pittsburgh is a few hours away. But like I said, we're an hour from Cincinnati.
Yep.
Dayton, Columbus. We're about an hour from all of that. So if you want to make an extra excursion this way and fly out of Cincy, you could do that.
At CVG airports. Not sponsored. You can find this and many more great deals at cvgairport.com. Jay Ratliff, our morning news guys that talks about aviation. Yo! Hey, Corey.
All right. Take a look at that.
One of my workouts whenever I don't go to the gym is the 132-pound Chayo. I'll do like bear hug carry. Just walk with that. It definitely makes you realize how out of shape you are. Because you're holding 132 pounds of anvil on top of your belly. You gotta breathe.
See, one little thing.
I do have one, Roger. It's over here. We haven't built my desk yet. One of these days we'll get to it.
What's that?
Frame it in the desk area.
Yeah. That's on the hopeful side of things for the end of the month.
Yep.
But not have to.
Didn't know I was a condor, man. What does that mean?
I don't know. Okay, well, only thing I'm concerned about, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. One little bit right there.
Yeah.
This side looks pretty good. That side looks pretty good. One little run right there, but I don't know how deep, so I guess we'll find out. But that's all I'm doing tonight.
Can we pick up WKRP?
In Cincinnati. That made that hammerhead hot.
Hammerhead.
Hey, T-Roy. Given you're an hour away from Cincinnati, you can pick up that one. Yes. Whew. So, yeah, we'll see. And again, I don't know what the mower blade steel was. So, whether that's much different from what the bandsaw blade was or not, I don't know. But like I said, I'll probably just go halfway through, clean up the ends, go halfway through, cut it, fold it back over, do it again. I don't want to go too crazy with the layers though. I may just do that once.
Once.
That'll
Gotta give it a twist.
cut it and fold it now. Yeah, eventually. So, like I said, we'll probably end up with 6, 10, probably 20 layers or so. And yeah, probably a spring steel kind of steel. So if it's 5160, maybe be okay. I don't know. We'll find out. And that's another reason why I don't want to go too crazy with the layers, because if there's slight differences in it, I kind of want them to stand out a little bit. So low layer looks cool. I like low layer Damascus. It's kind of blatantly obvious that it's Damascus, and I kind of like that. So,
Yeah.
So we'll like I said, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna grind these ends, make those nice and clean. I'll go in between the two, cut it, fold it back over, and we'll do that process again. And then hopefully at that point we'll start to be able to make our little hatchet or tomahawk or whatever, spike hawk, something.
A baby picaroon.
A baby picaroon. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if I'm, I don't want to go hammer or anything like that. It's something's going to be somewhat decorative.
Yeah.
So, and it's all hardenable steel, so to speak. Try for at least cut and folds. Yeah, that would make 30. So I don't want to push my luck, but 30 would be good.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll tell you what I may do is double it, fold it and weld it again, and then clean it up real good. Do a little bit of vinegar on it, see if anything happens. Because I want to go through making multiple layers.
Yeah.
And then...
That's sponsored by Harbor Freight. Ad for Harbor Freight.
Oh.
Not sponsored.
Jack Pines. Jack does some really cool stuff. He made a really neat boot scraper last go around. And I am looking forward to making noise. That's what we're making, Jack. Except you're on Forged in Fire. They want as many as possible in acid etching. I don't know if that's the case. I mean, they like for you to, unless they say you have to have so many layers.
Yep.
But anyway, we made a billet.
Yep.
If we mower blades could be 1085 or 5160, right? Bandsaw blades could be 15N20. I did kind of understand that. How different is 15N20 L6? That's another version of that. Yeah. How different is 15N20 from 5160? Is there distinct difference there for those of you metallurgists who know those things? Like I said, it'd be nice to know that they're different steels, but anyway. Worst case, the blades are 1070. Should contrast with bandsaw blades. Okay. Like I said, the main thing for this is forge welding hardenable steels to see if that went okay. And okay, Jack. Good to see you in here, buddy. We appreciate you, man. Yep, the whole intent was just to forge weld some hardenable steels. I can get multiples of those. YouTube, please.
Gotta go. YouTube, please, is here.
Yep. But anyway, I think we did. We'll find out when we cut it if there's any in there, any gaps in there or whatever. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
If there's no difference at all in them, I'll probably just do that, fold, and be done with it, and make whatever I want to out of it. Whatever it is. But again, I'd never made Damascus before, so thought, well, I'll give it a shot. Okay, 15N70 or 15N20 is 0.7 carbon, 5160 is 0.6. So there should be some in there, and the difference in maybe nickel or something like that, like a gray on silver, not silver on black. Okay. Yep. Like I said, I've never really even attempted it, never even really had much of a desire to do it. And I looked up there 2 days ago and saw I had some bandsaw blade all cut up, and there was some other stuff there. And I thought, okay, what can I throw with it to actually layer it up? And that's what I come up with. So, like I said, I'm not worked up over it. If it works out, it does. If it doesn't, it's okay. I tried. And for those of you...
At least you try.
At least I tried. Thanks, Roy. For those of you who doubt us in here, we may not be great blacksmiths, but at least we're willing to give stuff a shot right here on live stream.
I thought you said weast.
So you can at least see us screw up on live, or at least me. So there you go. One more billet than I've made. There you go. All right. Put in some coffee. That's a good idea. We can etch it in some coffee. Boiling hot coffee, if I understand correctly.
Boiling.
So I don't know. I may do that. Not on here. Maybe I will. I don't know. But like I said, I'll go through and clean everything up and cut it and fold it, put it back together, and we'll go from there. YouTube Police says it's all above my head, but here to support. Well, thank you so much, and to find it some smithing fascinating. There you go. Quench in coffee? No, not quench. After it's all said and done, it's an etch.
Etch.
So it kind of brings out those colors. Brave souls. I don't know about that. We just, I'm not afraid to fail. It's okay. And I don't always think of them as failures anyway. Just to learn, do something different. If we stuck to just the things that we are very, very comfortable with, it end up getting boring and do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And this craft fascinates me. Still does. And the moment it doesn't, probably when you find me back there on the shave horse all the time and not in here, which I don't anticipate that happening. It is currently 7:40, what? 6? 8? Okay. So we'll chat a little bit more and then we'll head out here.
Adam asked you about the andirons.
Oh, yes, we are going to start those as well. I was at the metal store today, and after I left, I thought I should have made my list and get the metal for the andirons. That is definitely going to be a Thursday night project. We will do the andiron project that Adam sent to us from his book and his learning that he's been putting together, and we will definitely do that for a Thursday night live project. That'll take a few to do all that. You don't fail, you just learn. Well, you can fail and not learn. That's the thing. If you fail and don't learn, it is definitely a failure. You need to definitely learn from those things. Kenny, you take care. Kenny, get a hold of me, man, because what I was trying to figure out was whether you still had intention to come, and I was really looking forward to that. If not, we need to chat anywho. So give me a holler, buddy. Oh, the one we made for the customer. I haven't done that yet. I made another set a long time ago, and they love them. They're absolutely loved them. It had a papyrus leaf motif at the top. So the ones I've got to make are actually for a stove, for a wood stove, and he just wants something to hold the wood up. It doesn't need to be decorative at all. So it's just got to have kind of holders on each end to keep the logs from rolling around, and just hold it up off the bottom floor of the stove while the logs. So that won't be any big deal for that. So this is my friend in Alaska is doing well. God plopped a disabled kitten into his lap. That's good. Good deal. But anyway, good night to Kenny as he's leaving out there. And so, yeah, we've got a lot going on. A lot going on. Going on. Yes. And then within the next week, likely, there will be some new metal on the shop, and there will be some new framing around the shop. Hopefully some electric on the back part of the shop, so we can start wiring up for all the tools that are in the back part of the shop.
Like a lathe and a mill.
A lathe and a mill, and circular saw, or saws, and band saws, and welders, and all kinds of stuff. Grinders and sanders. Oh my. Wow. All right, so tomorrow morning, there will be another podcast come out on the Forged in Faith podcast. We've actually got 4 episodes up, and tomorrow will be episode number 5. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Not including the introduction. So, yeah, tomorrow will be episode number 5 on the podcast. If you have not already,
be sure to check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcast and leave us a rating. Forged in Faith Podcast. Sorry. I was off my game.
Yeah, it's all right. I kind of caught you off guard.
I've done my segues lately.
Anyway, for those of you who are intending to come to the gathering, let us know. Please let us know so that you kind of plan. We can plan.
Yeah.
We can kind of get an idea how much food to prepare. There's a whole lot of stuff in this shop that is moving to another section. There'll be room for activities and room for food and frivolities and all kinds of stuff. The podcast, guys, I'm telling you, it is just such an easygoing, laid-back kind of thing that we have enjoyed ourselves. And the podcast, I think, is a great option for us with all the, I hate to use the term garbage out there. One of the things, basically what you guys experience here is without the forging, we get a lot more into the conversational side of things. We kind of laugh at each other and laugh at things going on, get to the serious stuff. And it's just been a lot of fun. We really, really debated doing this. So it would really be wonderful if you guys would go and support the podcast so that we could kind of make our decision as to what to do with it. You know, we want to make it worth our while, and that doesn't mean on the financial things. It just means we're putting content out. We want it to be listened to, so to speak, or otherwise we're not just doing it for our health. We talk to each other all the time, so it's not something we need to sit down and record it necessarily. So yeah. So check out the podcast, go to the website and buy some stuff.
Blanks.
Buy some blanks, buy some T-shirts. Don't buy too many T-shirts right now because we got to order T-shirts. We went through our inventory last night. And we were
order them. They'll take a minute.
Yeah. If you do order a T-shirt off the website, it will take a little bit. We've got to put an order together to do that. And it takes a little bit of time for them to turn it around. We don't do the whole bonfire and all that other stuff where they just knock one out and send it to you. What we do is we get a really good quality T-shirt. These T-shirts are so incredibly comfortable. And he like double, triple screens them. And he's a guy that went to high school with me.
Local business supporting a local business.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. So, yeah, go check those out. Sweatshirts, which you don't need sweatshirts too much longer, hopefully.
Yeah. Trying to think of a joke of how to word the joke, but why is it? What I figured out. Why is it difficult to have a conversation with a preacher bladesmith? Hard to get a word in edgewise. Been brewing in my head. I was trying to figure out how to word it. Does that make sense?
Yipe.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good one. Welcome. Podcasts are an interesting vocation. And vocalizing.
No, I want stuffed and batter fried okra. You can have it. You can have it. Yeah, you can pick them up at the gathering if you're coming to the gathering.
That was really loud.
You better.
Off your...
Oh, sorry. You can better make those. If you're going to pick them up at the gathering, you better make your order now for T-shirts. So we can get that in there. The podcast is Forged in Faith. Forged in Faith. And if you don't know, because there are actually a couple out there that say Forged in Faith, aren't there, Eli?
There's like one.
Yeah, but we're the one with the anvil and the hammer and stuff and the cross.
One true.
The real Forged in Faith. Get them from Hobby Lobby and silk screen them onto the shirts. Nope. These guys get good, high quality T-shirts, and they do a high quality job of screening them. So Eli just put the link up to the podcast, so go check that out. And beyond that, I think that's about it. Eli, do we want to kick him out the door? It's 4 till 8, and we still have a few things to do in here in the shop, so might as well do that. I just realized something. Can you switch to a different camera for a second?
No, actually, I can't.
You can't?
No.
All right, pardon me.
Why did you go over? Don't.
There you go.
Yep, that happened.
Somebody probably saw it anyways. But...
We're in bibs.
I am.
Bibs have zippers?
Yeah, they do. You never know. So you go to the podcast, so you won't have to see that kind
Jump
of
button.
Anyway, guys, love you all. Appreciate you so much. Keep with us. keep hanging with us. We appreciate every single one of you. And Carla comes in living a rogue life right at the end, and good and enough time to say hi and bye. So flying low. There you go. Oh shoot! God bless you guys.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, hold on, Kenny.
Oh, hey.
Kenny needs a zombie.
Oh,
See if we can get him a zombie before we head out.
They don't like this.
Now, the other way you can do instead of super chats is you can do Streamlabs tips, and YouTube doesn't take their cut out of that. And that is down in the description. You can do that. And you can do it anytime. You don't have to do it on a live stream. You can donate to the channel anytime you want. And right now, a lot of those donations, we're going to keep an eye on those donations as they come in, and they're going to go directly to expenses for the gathering.
Gathering.
Yep.
Blanks.
So that's why it's fun for you guys to throw them in on
This
the Streamlabs tips.
Only possible from support from viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you. Got to get into our NPR voices.
PBS.
Yep. All right.
Join us later for a full-length expose on the history of knitting.
No.
Like some really, really cheap. Really bad, like late 80s filmography comes up from an old lady knitting, and it's like, and check us out for another episode of something really, really, I lost it.
Okay. All right. I
let
you have
it.
it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like those
Sure.
commercials where
Yeah.
you just be like, hey,
There it is.
I was
All
trying to kill
right.
time for Kenny to get a zombie. That's what I was really
All
doing.
right. Now, God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Congratulations on your zombie.
Don't get.
Bye.